All right. Well, first time really attempting to go live. Just see if anybody joins in and see what we can talk about today. So, how's everybody going? How's everyone? What's up, Trace? How you doing? I just got a few minutes. Thought I'd pop on here just to see how everybody's doing and what's everybody looking forward to. Just hitting some milestone subscribers and see if everybody's enjoying the shorts I've been putting out and some of the long edits and everything. So, hey, MD, what's this about? Nothing. Just I had some free time today, so just thought I'd pop on live just to kind of see how everybody's doing and see if everybody's enjoying the content that I'm putting out, and if anybody'd like to see anything different or. Um, I'm working on some local stories and some other local content, but I can't put them out right now for due to some issues. But I'm enjoying finding some really good content and making some good other little shorts and other long stories. So I just hope everybody's enjoying that and hope everybody's having a great day. It's kind of dreary out here today, so I see. So yeah, how's everybody doing? What's up, James? What's up, Tracy? Thomas? Watching March Madness. Yeah, I had canceled cable this year, so we've only been streaming stuff. So I haven't been able to, to catch that. I haven't had a chance to catch that. How's every what's who's in the running this year? Okay, usually I follow Purdue, just because my wife's a Purdue fan. I'm not I'm not much into college sports. Well, I really enjoy college football. I'm just not really into college basketball because I don't have time for it. But um, I always love the playoffs. I always love March Madness. I think it brings a kind of a high level of play. So glad you're enjoying it there, Kenneth. What's up, opinionated? How's it going today? Purdue's looking tough. All right, good, good. Yeah, I'm actually in the midst of moving. I was supposed to go travel yesterday and today, but that's something got in the way. So hopefully we'll get on the road today and be able to catch some of that. Hopefully we'll hit like a sports bar or something along the way, and we can and have a chance to watch some of the games. If not, I think we're gonna head. We're taking our camper, but I think we're gonna stay in a hotel tonight. So um, hopefully they'll have TV and be able to watch that. Kind of our local teams here are not the greatest, so it's always good to catch the good teams. So, any other thoughts? How's everyone else doing? Any topics you guys want to talk about today? Besides college basketball, that's a new one for me. I'd love to get into that. If anybody has any topics on that, you're a First Amendment auditor. I have done some First Amendment audits. I really enjoy observing them. Enjoy doing edits for other people. I enjoy First Amendment content. I enjoy standing up for our rights, and all of them, obviously, not just First Amendment. But yeah, have done some auditing. Um, but I right now really I don't have the ability to post some things because of some things I need to get taken care of. Um, honestly, the local content around here is just not the greatest. Um, it's kind of played out, and we live in kind of a small community here, and it's just it's I think they're too used to people, which is great because most of them don't react negatively, and I mean that's the whole purpose, right? They're not supposed to react negatively; they're supposed to do the right thing. Honestly, in my area and in my experience with law enforcement officers around here, they do a wonderful, wonderful job. Um, So it's interesting. It's interesting in perspective because where I live, I think most of them all do a great job. I've come across very few who don't. But then, when I'm editing content for other people or for other stuff that people send me, and I just look at stuff. Especially, I don't know what's up with the South. I haven't personally been there. I've talked to my parents about it, and they're not from there, but they spent a lot of time there. And I mean, is it just a whole different world down there? I mean, do they not teach the same things they teach? I'm out west. Do they not teach the same things? It's really bizarre just to see some of the interactions that come out of there. I mean, it's just got to be a completely different culture. I mean, you see it portrayed in the movies and on TV and everything, but when you see it in just even some of the auditors down there, especially like Florida and Georgia, I'm like, oh my gosh. And especially the way that their politics are, you would think that they'd be a little different and a little bit more upstanding, but maybe it's just they're all old school. I don't know. So anybody from the South, leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Sorry, you think that, Kay. Not all law enforcement officers are bad. As much as you want to think that. I mean, they are here to do a civic duty, and we want them to do the civic duty properly. So, I mean, that's kind of the point about auditing, and I would say the First Amendment and all of our rights, right? Shouldn't everybody be standing up for rights? Shouldn't everybody be doing the right thing? And kind of isn't that the purpose behind what everyone's trying to accomplish? So, sorry you feel that way. And I'm going to say I kind of stay neutral in the situation, but I like to put out to promote the good and promote the bad, right? You gotta take it both ways. You gotta be able to, especially if you're trying to be a content moderator. You kind of I'm not going to lean one way or another. Unfortunately, the news and what's put out there is heavily more on the bad side than on the good side. So I try to at least find the best. Yeah, you can see that in some of the videos I put out. I try to put out as much good and positive information as I can, but it's sad that the bad far outweighs the good. But so it goes. Yeah, I do agree with your comments about them trying to generate revenue. I would say it really depends on the department and the situation. There are a lot of departments, especially in my experience, that are definitely out there to serve the public. But I would say in general, it is more about generating revenue, especially if you look at um, some drug and alcohol related offenses. It's clearly meant to tax the people and not necessarily help them or set the strike. It's definitely collecting revenue, and there's no doubt about that. So I completely agree with you on that. I apologize. I'm not sure what to do. I see an old bow in the back. It's actually not an old bow. It's a compound bow with optic sights on it that I need to have it restrung. It's actually, I think it's only like 2 or 3 years old. I was actually using it on a trip just over here, and I was pulling it back, and the string came off the cam and slapped me against the wrist. And I have never felt as much pain in my life as that hurt. And the welt was probably the size of like the head of a baby coming out of my arm, and it was there for like a month, and it left the biggest freaking bruise I've ever had in my life. So I have not used my bow since then. I need to I need to take care of that. What's up, Gabe? Alamo City, New Mexico, or the one in Texas? I'm assuming Texas. I have actually been to the Alamo in San Antonio. I thought it'd be a little bit more exciting than it was. I didn't realize, and maybe this is because of the way history is purveyed, and I'm a history buff myself. It's really tiny. It's also really commercialized, but it's probably because it's in downtown San Antonio. Yes, San Antonio. San Antonio itself, been there several times. Actually, some of my family's from Texas. Great city, great downtown area. I love the Riverwalk. The outskirts, I'm assuming it's kind of like any big city that's down in that area, especially even out here in California. Not the greatest, probably needs to be cleaned up a little bit. But yeah, the greater San Antonio area. definitely have to give out a shout out to Demo Ranch and Donut Operator and Brandon Herrera are all in that area. So go guys. Let's see, Ramsey. I shoot a traditional recurve. Have done that. I'm in central Wisconsin. Giving a view. I'm assuming that's Wisconsin, WI. I have actually never had the opportunity to shoot a traditional recurve. My mother-in-law said it's pretty awesome. I want to try that. I understand that a small percentage of law enforcement are effective at protecting our rights, but we live in a police state, unfortunately, most significantly abuse their authority. Um, I would say that's true from my experience, but I think a lot of it comes from the way that they're trained and how the probably from the chief down and how it's coming from the command structure. In my experience, I and again, I'm just coming from my experience in the local area I'm from. I don't see that significant abuse of authority and power. And that's just here. I'm only just going to localize that here. When I talk to some of my other colleagues and friends in other places, that's definitely not true. And especially if you look at the videos that are out there, um, and I think it's if you look at it, they go most of them, unless they've graduated from college, go through a 6 month training course, and there's very few substantiated classes on law. And I think that you know it takes you 2 years to get a barber's license, but it only takes you 6 months to become a cop. There's definitely some more training on, especially, I'm going to go with this day and age, with respect to the Constitution. There just isn't enough of that. Do you have to study law to become an auditor? You should. Unfortunately, anybody can do that, Thomas. Um, I would say most people need to educate themselves in the process and in the laws. I can definitely say when I kind of started this cause about 5 years ago when my rights were violated um, by people in power and have continued to do so. And I took it upon myself to educate myself in that matter. I also take it upon myself to educate myself in all things that I need to get done. Um, it's just kind of the way I learn. I can learn on my own and do things a little bit easier that way. So, Scooby Doo Papa, love your channel, lots of knowledge. Thanks, Scooby. I appreciate it. It's grown a lot faster than I expected. A lot of great support out there. And I kind of I'm trying to hopefully fill a niche market, I guess. I really enjoy the shorts content. I enjoy condensing like somebody's long topic or even one of my long topics into a nice, quick little story. So I think that's kind of fun. Um, I do enjoy the long contents as well. Just some of it becomes a little dry, and unfortunately, that's just kind of the way that social media is going. They are looking at the shorter content, so that's just kind of what I'm kind of fulfilling right now. But definitely a fan of long content as well. I'm sorry that happened to you. Glad you bring us knowledge. You need to do some. Oh, sorry, somebody knowledge. We need to do somewhat get through these battles. New York needs more auditors. New York's got some great auditors. Auditing Erie County, um, Long Island audits. I guess Amagansett Press started from up there, so I'm sure there's others. Those two guys, Long Island and Auditing Erie County, great auditors. If you guys haven't checked them out, I've posted some of their content, and I've done some short edits on them. So yeah, go check them out. Opinionated. I could be a lack of training. However, people that were bullied or abused tend to conduct themselves poorly and abuse position of power. That's 100% true. I think there's a great term out there called absolute power corrupts absolutely, and I would have to say that there's a lot of people who get into positions of power, whether that be law enforcement or administration, who have no reason to be there. They just get there because they are power hungry and want to abuse it. So, not to say that all of them do that, but I think there are a very good percentage of those people. I can definitely attest to that personally. There's definitely people that I know that shouldn't be in power. Did 46 months because of crooked and lazy police officers. I can't really comment much on that because I don't know your story there, 71. but doing time's always terrible. So I feel for you. Um, and you want to say lazy. I mean, I don't know how your prosecutor was, or how that whole situation went down, but I would definitely say in any situation, the system has it stacked against you, and there's really not a whole lot you can do about that. Just hopefully you can afford a good attorney. Long Island Auto is awesome. You guys are brave MFers. You know what? I did an interview with the First Amendment Audit Museum not a while back. If you guys want to check that out, I should repost it. I think I posted it on my community tab, but I haven't posted it on my main channel. I'll go ahead and do that. I can say from my personal experience trying to go out and audit the first time I did it, it's super scary. It's very difficult, and it's very difficult to portray yourself in a good light. It's very easy to get defensive and to come across as a dick. It's very hard to communicate and articulate properly. And I give all those guys props for doing that because it is not an easy thing to do. It is very hard to go and talk to people, um, especially in heated situations, and keep your calm. So I've had a lot of training in that throughout my life, and I can say it's not an easy thing to do. Yeah, Sean, and all those guys up there, they do a great job. So yeah, thanks, opinionated. Um, 312 until reform. I have seen that somewhere, DP. Can you explain to me what that means? Honestly, just haven't had time to look up what that means. I'm sure you guys. I'm not to say I'm 100% educated on anything or know everything, but hey, Ariel, how's it going? But yeah, I've seen that 312 thing. Anyone want to chime in on that? Well, maybe I should just look it up. I'll look it up at some point. Anyway, yeah. So or that's Long Island, First Amendment Audit Museum. You guys go check that out. So we made a good interview. A couple. I think one guy was a lawyer. I think I was on the panel with two lawyers. Uh, those guys were a lot smarter than I am. They were good. They were very articulate. How often do you come across police that don't escalate or don't abuse or walk away with some sauce? You know, I want to say in my particular area, and especially the police officers that I know personally, they don't escalate unless necessary, and most of them don't abuse their power. And that's just ones that I know personally and been around. I cannot say that so much with the officers who work in different jurisdictions because there's definitely some abuse of power that goes on with that. There's a local guy, and you guys can go check him out. Slow County Observer is in my area, and there is definitely an officer that's got a hard on for him. I'm sure they all have their reasons, but the officer just takes it way too far. And instead of just walking away, you definitely can say he's out for him. So, um, you know, I would say a lot of them, at least again, I'm going to go with I know do have a lot of um, constructive criticism to give to people. I'm just going again. That's with my local area. I have dealt with many who don't, and I think that again just comes from training and comes from the top down. When you have administration that you know um, garners that kind of thought, then you're going to get that anywhere. But when you have good people from the top down, you're going to get a more positive experience from my opinion. Um, Jimmy Gunn, it's an old us against them. Yeah, I guess it always has been, but if you look at it in the light of things, have we given them? How can I put this right? Have we given them good reason to not think that way? If you look at the criminal mentality of just certain people, and this is just a human nature that people try to lump other people into situations or into groups, right? If one guy acts the fool, then the people around them are just going to assume that anybody's associated with that person that acts the fool. Um, so, herd mentality on that one. I hope channel continues to grow. You seem like a genuine guy. Thanks, Pinioid. I really try. It's taken a lot of work. I will give a huge shout out to my wife. She has given me a ton of constructive criticism, and it's really helped. So, to The blue shield. I would go with Thin Blue Line Gang. I'm definitely, and I'm going to say I'm definitely pro law enforcement. I'm just really bad policing. I know it's kind of, some people think that's an oxymoron, but they're there to serve a purpose, just like firefighters are there to serve a purpose, or EMTs, right? And there's going to be bad people in all those professions, and there's going to be good people in all those professions. But we need to highlight the good, and we need to highlight the bad. I don't believe they should be wearing their gang colors on their uniform or promoting them. If you want to put that in your house and you want to promote something, but if they're going to put a flag on their uniform, they need to put the American flag on their uniform, not their flag. It's not their flag. It's our flag. Stars and stripes, not the thin blue line. Same thing with firefighters. Same thing with EMT. Same with anybody. You want to put that up in your firehouse. You want to put that up in your station. You want to put it up in your house. That's great. But if you're going to wear a uniform provided by the taxpayers, provided by our money, you wear our flag. Hello, watching from Africa, Kenya. Hey, you know what, Kenya? Can you dig it? Huh? Just saying. There's a really good video from YouTube about 15 years ago with that. Go look it up. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you're having a blessed day. Hey, thanks, JMac. Unqualified immunity and start holding them criminally responsible has to be a level playing field. Gonna have to agree with you on that one. I mean, it's there for a purpose, but in the end, no one's above the law, right? So I'm with you. We need policing, but it needs to complete overhaul, starting with the courts and justice system. 100% there, 71. 100%. You couldn't have said it better. Like your show. Sorry, started off. Like your show. Sorry, I started you off and left. Oh, back there. Oh, you're talking about the basketball thing. It's okay, Kenneth. It's fine. Why did you get arrested? What makes you think I got arrested? Did I ever say I got arrested? I guess you're jumping to conclusions there, Nathan. You know, you gone your videos. I have no videos that show me getting arrested. I would never. First off, if that ever happened, I would never post it unless somebody was breaking my civil rights. So that's never happened. I have shown other people that have gotten arrested, and I have made and edited their videos, but I've never posted personally about me getting arrested. So not sure where you've seen that. You with that girl. Well, I've never posted any of my family members either. So I've definitely posted and edited other people's videos and helped other people with their content, but I have never posted anything like that about my own personal content. I do have lots of my own personal content on there. Where are you from? I'm from California. That's where I'll probably leave that. Where are you from there, Parodiller? What video are you referring to there, Nathan? I can probably give you some insight if I have any on it. I'm from I'm assuming it's Azerbaijan, right? The Middle East. I mean, that's pretty cool. I mean, that's what social media is about, right? Connecting the whole world. Things have got to be a lot different there. Do you find how do you find American content versus how things are over there? That'd be interesting to hear that. Thanks, Pineda. I hope you stick around. Always reach out if you have any other questions. I loved your comments, loved everything that you had to say today. So stick with it, man. And yeah, 71. If you're still there, yeah, we definitely need policing. We definitely need we definitely need those guys there. That's what they're there for, right? They're protect and serve. Which just hope they actually protect and serve instead of harass and collect, right? Filming in public is not civil obedience, no matter what they say. Well, it's your First Amendment right to go film, speak, and it's definitely not civil disobedience. But civil disobedience is something I would all need to participate in. I mean, look at anybody who's made positive change in our country or anywhere. The guy who sits there and talks quietly, no one's going to listen to him. But and you stand on the steps of City Hall, and no matter what you're saying, somebody's going to listen to you, whether it be right, wrong, or indifferent. But if you guys don't go stand up for your rights and go down to those places and make your voice be heard, you know, please speak the right message, obviously, then no one's ever going to listen to you. But speak loud and carry a big stick, right? I don't. If you're talking about immigration, then just remember the Statue of Liberty and what it's engraved on there, but no one's public assistance. Okay, well, hey, you want to talk about Statue of Liberty? There you go, Statue of Liberty. Yes, I know exactly what it means. We're all immigrants here, and I know exactly what's engraved on there. Um, but no to public assistance there. But no to public assistance. They're all legal citizens. Not I think I understand what you're saying there, James. And I would agree. As long as everyone comes here legally, they're entitled to legal assistance in which this country provides. But again, there is a legal process to become a citizen. It is not okay to, in any instance, in any country, to just jump a border and just expect that that country takes care of you. Political refugees and things like that, and obviously need to be treated as well as people that are underprivileged. But those who come to any country, whether it's ours or anyone else's, just to get assistance they don't deserve, I have an issue with that. So, I go to work every day to make sure that our family and our country is provided for. So should they. My enemy, Armenia. Okay, well, I'm sure living in the Middle East has got its issues there. I have never been there. I've only seen what's on TV and what the interwebs tells us about. But I feel for you if you're having issues there. I mean, we have our issues here too. So, um, again, I don't know much about Middle Eastern politics unless what I've seen on TV. So I can't really substantiate much of that. So, um, yeah. And, James, do you want to elaborate on what you're talking about there, brother? Favorite? I'm assuming your favorite country. What's your favorite country there, Peril? Well, guys, it's been about half an hour. I got to take off here soon, unless anybody's got something they want to. Is Russia and Syria in bed together? Probably. Russia has never. I mean, in my opinion, has been a great country as far as world politics goes. But you know, it's terrible what they're doing to Ukraine. But Ukraine looks like they're whipping their ass, and everyone's going to help them. So, bye, Putin. That's all I got to say about that one. My YouTuber, I say I'm your YouTuber. Well, thank you. Hey, if anybody will be in the greater Los Angeles region in June, I'll be at VidCon. I'm going to try to speak on some panels, see how that goes. We'll probably be broadcasting live there a few times. That should be interesting. All right, guys, I'll be on a trip throughout this week. I'll try to go live a couple more times. So um, post some comments in some of my videos. Anything you want to see, I'll create a community tab and an opinion poll and see what everyone wants to talk about next time. So thank all you guys for being here. Thanks for all your support. Again, watch videos. Please leave comments, subscribe. Don't forget that notification bell, and we'll see you next time.